back in Australia after a successful campaign in Europe, resulting in his representing Australia at the Olympic Games. Seasoned campaigner Mary Hanna with this lovely Sandro hit gelding purchased in America. I haven't seen him back since the Games, have you, Roger?
No. The last time I saw him was sitting on my TV screen for the London Olympics.
Absolutely, me
and,
too.
Being very biased and pro-Australian, thinking he didn't get enough marks.
Absolutely. Interestingly, he's got a fly bonnet on. This has become legal in dressage. It's something you'd normally expect to see on the show jumpers, but particularly with the problems they have with flies in Europe, these have been...
We're in Australia, if anyone knows about flies.
Yeah, but ours don't bite like European
flies.
No,
that's true.
That's the difference. But it's really terrific to see the powers that be make this a welfare issue and allow us to use fly bonnets for horses that are a little nervous about insects. And what an elegant horse. Super energy in that trot. Really stepping across there.
Just, we're looking at a super quality horse for sure, but I guess, got to point out to people why it's not getting a 10 and it's probably getting 8s plus. It perhaps sometimes get a little bit rolled over in the half pass and the nose coming a little bit behind the vertical. It's really good here, but it's certainly expressive and interesting, isn't it? The reach and the throughness is really nice. Oops.
Yeah, the judges are always looking for those issues with the contact.
This should be nice, I think.
And it's one of those cardinal sins of dressage if the nose goes behind the vertical. We're always trying to keep the nose pointed out and the horse reaching a little bit towards the bridle. And any suggestion of nose behind the vertical, the marks tend to melt away.
Really active, clear transition in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really good, huh? Makes the others look... This is really nice. That's expressive.
Yeah. Really,
great rhythm. Good reach.
Really good job with that piaffe.
Yeah. If there was anything that was engaged and bouncing on the spot, fulfilling all the criteria for a good piaffe, that was it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, and looked really straight going in.
Yep.
And really straight coming out.
He used to have a little problem. He used to get a bit slow and a bit wobbly in the piaffe, but she's got him much more together and quicker. Yeah. It looks fabulous.
That's as right as we're always trying to make the hind leg quicker. Always trying to make the hind leg quicker, and that looked like she's done a jolly good job getting that hind leg quick.
Now the transition to passage. A little bit behind the vertical, a bit fiddly in the contact, and it's a little bit like trot. Now, really good passage with... And Mary sitting up, well, perhaps a little sudden.
Always try to get into that piaffe a tiny bit early because you have to come out and get organised for turn and organise the canter, so you don't want to have gone across that centre line too far before you get into the passage. So you can see her just get into that piaffe perhaps a tiny bit early, but that's what we all tend to aim to do. It's better to be in there a bit early rather than a bit late, and give yourself enough room to prepare for the next thing.
Now the 2 tempies. Who's taking some interesting lines.
And this camber angle really shows
right,
you how it's not quite straight.
Yep. She started off, you can see the line on the ground. She started off quite to the left of the diagonal line and finished up in the right spot, so she knows her horse.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful face.
With those, there's always the aim to put the middle one on over X.
Again, a little bit rolled over in the extended. The zigzag, 3, 1, 2, 6, 6, 6, quick Mary, quicker. Good. When a horse got such a big bounding stride, the zigzag comes up pretty quick at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And
now
she was doing
tempi.
those changeovers very fast too. And like we've seen before, the change one way is a little bit more expressive or bigger than the change the other way.
For me, I think that it certainly did 15 one-tempo changes, but I like to see the rhythm in the changes a little bit more like it's a little slow for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the top marks. Look, this, not quite centred, a little bit pushing the hindquarters out. Not actually pushing them out, but having that tendency, so you didn't really get the feeling he sat and brought the front end around.
And you can see the
This is
difference
better.
in this line compared with what the Inter One horses did this morning, where they put their pirouettes on a diagonal line. This is a really difficult line to ride.
Especially
It's
for
very
the judge at sea.
unforgiving. Yeah.
Here goes his super trot again, little half halt. Again, he's just getting that a little bit rolled over and not quite reaching out
Yeah.
enough, but still the trot's super expressive with great elastic strides, huh?
Absolutely. Just
And wow,
pings
look at
off
this.
the
This is
ground.
amazing, huh?
A really beautiful picture from a really experienced pair. This Piaf really on the spot, 12 to 15 steps. You have a choice. Anything between 12 and 15 is okay. There's not more marks for more steps. It just has to be straight and rhythmical. And a job
Well,
well
I think
done.
that was a super test, and yep, certainly I think it's the best I've seen that horse go for
Absolutely.